So thank you very much for having me. I'm told I should take you through financial management. And so I'm here to do just that. But let me say that financial management is something we do in our daily lives. Every day, every hour, every second, and every minute, we do financial management. Why am I saying so? Even some of us, on our way to this program, we've done some aspect of financial management. Yeah, we would have passed through a shop to buy a few things, and then based on what we have in our pockets, we do some calculation. Maybe I have 50 cedis. I need to keep 30 cedis and use 20 in the morning. I need some drinks, some biscuits. So I go to a shop. They show me variety of biscuits at a cost. Variety of drinks. Which can satisfy the same, which can give the same satisfaction though. But I need to do some calculations. Okay, so if I spend so much, what effect will it have in my pocket? So, okay, once this is okay and it can satisfy my need, let me pick it and then I can make some savings. Let me also add that, okay, the women in this house, can you wave? Let me see the women in this house. We go to market every day. Some of us do marketing once a month for reasons best known to us. Others also do it every week. And in fact, others do it on market days. If I should ask your reason for this, what will you say? Some may say, oh, it's time consuming to be going to the market every day. Somebody else will say, no, if I go on market days, things are cheaper. Another one says, oh, I have varieties to buy market days, so I will go market day. And on monthly basis, somebody says, oh, it's good to buy for a very long time so that you can make a save, you can plan, actually plan. Because at the end of the month, you have some salary or some income on hand. So why don't I wait? Once the government of Ghana pays me, then my income is assured. I have some revenue. So I start planning. Preparing a list of items I will need. And so before the month ends, I have a long list. Say, hey, I need all that. They say, yes, okay. So now let me see how much it will cost. So we apply some values to them. Tomatoes, I need 1 rubber. Last month it was 50 cedis. This month, I think tomatoes is in season. So let me say 30 cedis. I need oil. So much. You apply the values. At the end of the day, you sum it up, and then you know how much you are supposed to handle to the market. Otherwise, you will go and you can't buy anything. So this is the money I have. This is how much it's going to cost me. At least you have an idea of how much you are taking. Even when you get to the market with the written list, start marketing. Oh, okay. Even with the tomatoes, we women will go from tomato seller to another person, to the next person, at least 3 or 4. Check the prices. And then we do what? Make our selection. Then we buy based on what? Cost and quality. So we want to practice what? Value for money. It doesn't mean because I wrote 50 cedis or 30 cedis, if I go and it's even still 30 cedis, I shouldn't bargain. I need to bargain and bring down the cost. Is that not the case? All right. So we do all this, just that we don't take receipt for some of them. But as we move into the public sector, we will know that there's the need for us to take receipt because we have to account. I'm just giving this preamble so that when I'm moving, you will be with me. And then we bring it home, prepare the meal, or we bring it home first. Maybe our husbands gave us the money to go to the market. She said, oh, that day I'm back from the market. Oh. In fact, the money you gave we declare, oh. Sometimes we declare. True or false, ladies? We do. Sometimes too, we go into negative, and so we have to add. But when we add and say, give us refund, it becomes a problem. I didn't say you should add. In fact, some husbands will ask that, let me see the items, especially if you're married to an auditor. I learned some auditors do that. Let me see. Calculation, he will audit the market list vis-a-vis what you have bought. And then you prepare the meal, you eat it, and you are all satisfied as a family. So you have done financial management because you have achieved the objective of making sure you feed everybody in the house and everybody becomes satisfied. So that is financial management, at least for you and I. All right, so let's move. So this is the outline of my presentation. We'll be looking at the introduction. What is FM? And FM is what? Financial management. We'll be looking at what we understand the public sector. What is PFM? So this is something additional. This has been added, P, and that is the public. Then we'll be looking at the pillars of PFM, highlights and conclusion. So intro. Yeah, the subject of financial management cuts across all spheres of life. I said that earlier. So financial management can be what? Associated with both what? Individuals and organizations, just like I said. So if it's an individual, it's you and I. If it's an organization, it is private or public. So when it is being applied in a private entity, it usually is referred to as corporate finance. But if it's public, then it's public financial management. So it has to do with what? A lot of calculations. You can see the calculator, big and small, coins all over. You account to the last pesewa. And then there's a glass there trying to see, to be transparent enough to see what is behind the financial management. And that is what we have there. So what is financial management? Say financial, first of all, refers to what? All aspects of managerial functions and activities, such as what? Planning. No, financial is from the word finance, which simply refers to what? All resources in terms of what? Money. Kudi, ega, sika, and what? So, give me more. All right. So that's about money. It's about money. Financial is, if you talk about finances, it's money. Then management is what? It refers to the aspects of activities that we have to put together. It has to do with planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, and controlling these activities. So in that case, putting financial and management together is what? Is the planning, organizing, directing, and monitoring of what? Monetary resources in an organization to achieve defined objectives. So as physician assistants in our facilities, we are heads, we are in charges. So what can we do? Put the money and the activity together to achieve what? Ghana Health Service objective. That is the long and short of it. So let's look at some standard definitions of financial management. Yeah, you can define it to refer to as what? Efficient and effective handling of money in such a manner to accomplish what? The objectives of the entity, and for that matter, your facility. It is also a system which provides what? Information to ensure effective decision making regarding what? The raising and investing of funds. If you talk about investment or investing funds, it's about how you use the funds. Financial management is the art and science of handling what? Money to achieve what? Set objectives. So any of these qualifies to be the standard definition of financial management. So let's look at the basic financial management decisions. Investing decisions, we said it earlier in the previous slide, is how to spend, use, apply, or disburse money or funds in an organization. So we look at financial decisions too. It's sources of fund and how best to acquire money into an entity, as in charges and in our facilities. Sometimes we just know that government funds are not there. Insurance is not paying us, so even if they pay us, it's little because of the tariffs. And it's so because it's government that pays us our salaries. So we can't go outside whatever a government says we should bill or charge. So at the end of the day, the money that comes is small. So it's okay, let's think outside the box. Let's write to some NGOs to see if they can help us with laboratory machines, scan machines, x-ray machines, and what have you. Some of us do. And when we do, they send it to us to support us. That is a financing decision, because some money to your facility, and that can help you grow to achieve your objectives. And the dividend policy, mainly this is done in the private sector. But however, we also practice it in a way, because sometimes at the end of the year, as we have written and gotten these proposals and support, at the end of the year, we could feel that yes, some money has come in. And you and I know that sometimes at the end of the year, say, oh, let's buy some rice, some oil for our staff because they have worked so hard. Don't we do? Hello? Do we do that? So that is a dividend policy decision. At least you get something out of your profit. You take some and you retain some. Now let's look at financial management in the public sector. So now public or public institution. So we have two scales. We have two major segments in an economy. We have the private and we have the public. We are zooming to the public because the private, we know what they do. They are out for profit. And so, out for profit because they pay their staff. And for us, government pays us. So it says, do this. This is what I want to be done. So you go by the rules. So the public sector, it consists of government and all its entities that deliver public programs, goods and services. And we call it a covered entity. Yeah, the public sector entities are established by law for the purpose of meeting what? Public interest. So we can see a classification or a grouping of public entities. So we have the central government, which is the ministry, department, and agencies where we belong. Then we have the local government authorities. That's the district assemblies. We have the public corporations like the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. Then we have the public boards and authorities. That's the VRA, the Ghana Revenue Authorities, and etc. So let's see the objectives of the public sector. Yeah, this is to provide, our primary objective is to provide what? Basic services to all citizenry within different income brackets at what? Affordable prices. Whether they have it or not, they need to enjoy the services. Also, to provide services outside the domain of the private sector. Even though the private sector may be doing something, the government also wants to do it on their own. And then to help in the effective regulation and control of key areas in the economy, such as what? Health, education, etc. Yeah, that's because everybody in the law is there. Our laws have established that, I know in the Constitution, that every child should have basic education. And so the last one is to fulfill legal requirements as may be contained in the laws establishing them. So if it is in our Constitution that we should enjoy, or every Ghanaian should enjoy those services, yes, we have to. Who are we not to? So let's look at some differences and similarities. In the public sector, we serve the same market, and then we provide same services with the private sector. But some differences are that the government controls decision-making process in the public sector. And then we practice what? Financial management.